The auction gavel came down with a crack that echoed through the silent room. $347,000 for a 1967 Shelby Gt500 that I'd given my son just 6 months ago as a college graduation gift. The same car he'd told me was just sitting in storage, collecting dust. I raised my bitter paddle one last time. The auctioneer's eyes met mine. He knew. Everyone in that room at Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale knew. That was my car coming back to me, and they had no idea why. My name is Robert Mitchell. I'm 63 years old, and I've spent the last 40 years building Mitchell & Sons Automotive Restoration in Austin, Texas. Note the plural in that name. It was supposed to be for both my boys. Emphasis on supposed to be. Let me back up. 26 years ago, my wife Sarah died giving birth to our second son, Tyler. Our older boy, Michael, was only 3 at the time. I made a promise at her funeral, standing there with a toddler holding my hand and a newborn in my arms. I promised Sarah I'd give these boys everything, every opportunity, every advantage, everything she would have given them if she'd been there. I kept that promise, maybe too well. I built the business from the ground up, started in a 2-car garage, working on weekends, taking any restoration project I could get. By the time Michael was in high school, we had a 15,000 square foot facility and a waiting list of clients from across the country. Classic cars. That was our specialty. Mustangs, Corvettes, Camaros. American muscle from the golden age. Michael grew up in that shop. Every weekend, every summer, every spare moment, I taught him everything. How to read an engine by sound. How to match paint so perfectly you couldn't tell where the original ended and the restoration began. How to negotiate with collectors. How to spot a fake from 50 feet away. Tyler was different. Younger by 3 years, he never had the same hunger for the work. He'd show up when I asked, but his heart wasn't in it. He wanted to be a lawyer, he said. Wanted to make real money and not smell like motor oil. I supported it. I did. Sent him to University of Texas. Paid for everything. Full ride. Apartment. Car. Spending money. The works. But the car. The car was special. In 2019, I found it. A 1967 Shelby Gt500 in Highland Green. One of only 2,048 ever made. It was in rough shape when I got it. Rusted panels, seized engine, interior destroyed by Texas sun. But the bones were good. The frame was solid. This was a car worth saving. I spent 3 years restoring it. Not just restoring it, making it perfect. Original spec down to the screws. Spent over $200,000 on parts alone. Another 2,000 hours of my own labor. Michael helped too. Father and son, just like the old days. Except Tyler never came around. Too busy with law school applications, he said. When it was finished, it was a masterpiece. Show quality. Appraised at $320,000. I won Best in Show at the Austin Classic Car Show in 2022. Had offers from collectors. Serious offers. But I wasn't selling. I was saving it for Tyler's graduation. May 2024. Tyler graduated from UT Law with honors. Top 10% of his class. I was proud. Michael was proud. We threw him a party at the shop. 50 people. Catered barbecue. Open bar. The whole thing. At the end of the night, after everyone left, I walked Tyler out to the showroom. The Gt500 was there, under a cover, lit by a single spotlight. I have something for you, I told him. I pulled off the cover. Tyler's eyes went wide. For a moment, I saw it. That spark of genuine joy. The kind of reaction that makes 3 years of work worth it. Dad, he breathed. Is this the Shelby? It's yours, I said. I handed him the keys. You earned it. 4 years of hard work. I'm proud of you, son. He hugged me. Tighter than he'd hugged me in years. I don't know what to say, he said. Don't say anything, just enjoy it. Maybe bring it by the shop sometimes. Let Michael help you maintain it. Tyler promised he would. He drove it home that night. I watched him leave, hearing that 428 Cobra jet engine rumble away into the Texas night. I felt good. I felt like I'd honored Sarah's memory, like I'd done right by both our boys. That feeling lasted exactly 3 weeks. June 2024. Michael called me at 7 in the morning. I was already at the shop. First one in every day for 40 years. "Dad," Michael said. His voice was tight. "You need to see something." "What's wrong?" "Just come to my office." I walked across the shop floor to Michael's office. He had his laptop open to a website. Bring a Trailer. It's one of the premier online auction sites for classic cars. On the screen was the GT500, my GT500, Tyler's GT500, 1967, Shelby Gt500, Highland Green, original 428, CJ engine, fully restored, 2022, show quality, certificate of authenticity included, reserve not met, current bid, $285,000. I stared at the screen, looked at the photos. That was definitely the car. Every detail I knew by heart. The slight imperfection in the passenger door where the original stamping had left a tiny dimple, the way the chrome trim caught the light. The interior with the exact correct shade of black vinyl I'd spent 2 months finding. When did he post this? My voice sounded distant to my own ears. 3 days ago, Michael said quietly. Auction ends in 4 days. I pulled out my phone, called Tyler. It rang 4 times before he answered. Hey, Dad. What's up? Tyler. The Shelby. Where is it? Pause. It's at a storage unit. Why? Which storage unit? Dad. What's going on? Answer the question. Another pause. Longer this time. I have it listed for sale. I was going to tell you. The shop floor suddenly felt very small, very quiet. I could hear my own heartbeat. You've had it 3 weeks. I know. Listen, let me explain. Explain what? That you're selling a gift I spent 3 years building? Dad, I need the money. For what? I paid for everything. Your apartment, your loans, everything. For Vanessa. Vanessa, Tyler's girlfriend of 8 months. A pharmaceutical sales rep he'd met at some networking event. I'd met her twice. Both times she'd spent more time on her phone than talking to anyone. What about Vanessa? She wants to start her own business. A wellness consulting company. She needs startup capital. $50,000 for the first year. I closed my eyes. So you're selling a $300,000 car to give your girlfriend of 8 months $50,000. It's not like that. She's going to pay me back. It's an investment. Tyler, that car is not yours to sell. You gave it to me. You said it was mine. Legally, he was right. I had signed over the title, put it in his name. It was his property. I gave you that car because I thought you'd treasure it, because I thought you understood what it meant. Dad, I appreciate it. I really do. But I don't need a classic car. I need practical things. Vanessa needs this support right now, and I hung up. Michael was watching me. He didn't say anything. Didn't need to. He'd been there for every hour of that restoration. He knew. What are you going to do? He finally asked. I looked at the laptop screen again. The auction counter was ticking down. 3 days, 14 hours, 22 minutes. I'm going to let him sell it, I said. Michael's eyebrows went up. But I'm going to make sure he doesn't profit from it. I spent the rest of that day making calls. I know people in the classic car world, collectors, dealers, auction houses. By 5 p.m., I had what I needed. A bidder account on Bring a Trailer. Anonymous, untraceable to me. And I had a plan. The auction ended on a Tuesday afternoon. I watched it from my office. The bids climbed steadily. 200,000, 250, 280. Finally, in the last 30 seconds, someone bid 305,000. I bid 306. 15 seconds left. Another bid, 307. I bid 308. 5 seconds. Going once? Going twice? Sold. To bidder Mitchell Classic 6, 7. Me. I just bought back my own car for $308,000. $88,000 more than I'd spent building it. Tyler called me that night. Dad, you won't believe it. The Shelby sold for $308. His voice was excited, happy. Like a kid on Christmas morning. After fees, I'll clear about $290. That's incredible. I can give Vanessa everything she needs and still have plenty left over. Dad, I know you were upset, but this is going to work out great. That's wonderful, son, I said. My voice was calm. Even, when do you get the money? Buyer has to wire it within 3 days. Should have it by Friday. Good, good. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Dad. I know you didn't understand at first, but this is really the right move. Vanessa's business is going to be huge. Friday came. Tyler called me at noon. His voice was different this time. Confused, agitated. Dad, the weirdest thing happened. The buyer backed out. Just completely backed out. Said there was a problem with the documentation. That's unfortunate. It gets weirder. The car is still here. They had it shipped to some address in Austin. But now, no one's claiming it. The transport company is asking me what to do. What address? He read it off. I smiled. It was my shop. Tyler, that's our shop. Silence. What? That's the address of Mitchell & Sons. 4750 Industrial Boulevard. More silence. I could hear him breathing. Dad, tell me you didn't. I bought it. You? What? I bought the Shelby. Paid $308,000. It's back in my showroom right now. Looks beautiful under the lights. You can't do that. I just did. I have the title. Signed. Notarized. Legal. It's my car again. Dad, I need that money. Vanessa is counting on me. Then you shouldn't have sold it. But you bought it. Just give me the money. Tyler, I paid $308,000 for that car. That's my money. I don't owe you anything. His voice got louder, angrier. This is insane. You're doing this just to spite me. No. I'm doing this to teach you something your mother would have taught you if she was still here. You don't throw away something precious just because something else seems more convenient. Vanessa is not convenient. She's my future. Then I hope she's worth more than a 1,967 Shelby Gt500. He hung up on me. The next day, Saturday, Tyler showed up at the shop. I was working on a 1,969 Camaro when he walked in. Vanessa was with him. First time I'd seen them together in months. Mr. Mitchell, Vanessa started. Her voice had that sales pitch quality. Tyler explained the situation. I want you to know that my business plan is very solid. I have projections, market research, everything. If you're worried about the money being wasted, I'm not worried, I said, not looking up from the carburetor I was adjusting. Then why won't you help us? I finally looked at her, really looked at her. Designer purse. $400 shoes. Minimum. Diamond earrings that caught the light. Because I don't invest in businesses that sell wellness advice to people while burning through other people's money. Her face hardened. You're just a bitter old man who can't stand seeing his son happy. Maybe. Or maybe I'm a father who spent 3 years building something beautiful for his son and watched him try to throw it away in 3 weeks. Tyler stepped forward. Dad, please, just sell me the car back. I'll buy it from you. $300,000. That's fair. You have $300,000? He hesitated. I can get it. I'll take out a loan. With what collateral? You have $30,000 in student debt that I paid off last month. You have an apartment I'm still paying for. You have no assets. Then co-sign for me. I set down my tools, wiped my hands on a rag, looked at my son, really looked at him. When had he gotten so desperate? No. No, Tyler. I gave you that car as a gift, a celebration, a symbol of pride in what you'd accomplished. You decided it was worth less than your girlfriend's business plan. That's your choice. But you don't get to profit from my work and my money twice. Vanessa grabbed Tyler's arm. Come on. We don't need him. We'll figure something else out. They left. Michael had been watching from his office. He came down after they were gone. That was rough, he said. Yeah. You know he's going to hate you for a while. I know. Was it worth it? I looked at the Shelby. Under the lights. Perfect. Every line, every curve, Every detail exactly as it should be. Ask me in a year. That was 6 months ago. Tyler stopped calling, stopped answering my calls, blocked me on social media. I heard through mutual friends that Vanessa's business never got off the ground. Apparently, she found another boyfriend who had actual money to invest. Tyler was devastated. Michael told me he ran into Tyler at a coffee shop in November. Tyler was working at a corporate law firm, 60-hour weeks, entry-level position, making good money, but nothing spectacular. He looked tired, Michael said, older than his 26 years. Did he ask about me? I asked Michael. He asked if you still had the car. What did you say? I said you drive it every Sunday, that it's the only car you take out for personal trips anymore. It's true. Every Sunday morning, I get up early, drive to the shop, roll the Shelby out of the showroom, and I drive. Sometimes I go to Sarah's grave. Sometimes I just cruise the highways outside Austin. Windows down, radio off. Just the sound of that engine and the wind. Last Sunday, something different happened. I was at the cemetery, standing at Sarah's headstone, telling her about the week, about a particularly difficult restoration, about Michael's new girlfriend, about Tyler. I heard footsteps behind me. Dad, I turned around. Tyler was standing there. He looked different, thinner, older, but something else too, something in his eyes. Tyler, can we talk? We walked to a bench nearby, sat down. For a long moment, neither of us said anything. I saw the car in the parking lot, Tyler finally said. It looks good. I take care of it. I know you do. More silence. I was an idiot, he said suddenly. Vanessa, the money, all of it. I was so focused on what I thought I wanted that I didn't see what I had. I didn't respond, just waited. She left me, 3 months ago, found some tech investor, guy who could actually fund her dream. He laughed bitterly. Turns out I wasn't what she wanted, just what I could give her. I'm sorry. Don't be. You tried to warn me. Michael tried to warn me. I didn't listen. He looked at me. I threw away a $300,000 car for someone who didn't care about me. How stupid is that? Pretty stupid. He laughed. Actually laughed. I don't expect you to forgive me, he said. I don't expect the car back. I wanted you to know. I get it now. Why you did what you did. I looked at my son, at the man he was becoming. Not the man I'd tried to make him. Not the man he'd tried to be for someone else. Just himself, figuring it out. Making mistakes. Learning. Tyler, I said. I never stopped loving you. Not for 1 second. His eyes got wet. I know, Dad. I know. We sat there for a while longer. Talking. Really talking. About Sarah. About the business. About his job. About what he wanted from life. Not what he thought he should want. What he actually wanted. When we got up to leave, I pulled the Shelby keys from my pocket. Want to drive it home? He looked at the keys. Then at me. It's your car. It's our car. It always was. I just had to make sure you knew the difference between what's valuable and what just costs money. Tyler took the keys. His hand was shaking. We drove back together. Him in the Shelby, me following in my truck. The whole way, I watched him. Watched how carefully he shifted, how he respected the car, how he drove it like something precious. When we got to my house, I made us coffee. We sat on the porch. I want to work at the shop, Tyler said suddenly. Not as a lawyer, as a restorer. I want to learn what you and Michael know. I want Mitchell and Sons to actually mean both sons. I looked at him. Law school was expensive. I know, and maybe I'll use that degree someday. But right now, I want to work with my hands. Build something real, something that lasts. It's hard work. I know. Long hours. Small pay at first. I know. You'll smell like motor oil. He smiled. I know. I smiled back. Then I guess we need to order you some work clothes. That was 3 weeks ago. Tyler's been at the shop every day since. Learning. Really learning this time. Not because I'm making him. Because he wants to. Yesterday, a collector called about the Shelby. Wanted to buy it. Offered $350,000. Cash. I looked across the shop floor. Tyler was there, helping Michael with a 1,970 Chevelle. Their heads together, looking at an engine diagram. laughing about something. "Not for sale," I told the collector. "Everyone has a price," he said. "Not this time," I said. "This one's worth more than money." I hung up, walked over to my sons, put a hand on each of their shoulders. Michael looked up. "Everything okay?" "Everything's perfect," I said. And for the first time in 6 months, I meant it. The Shelby's still in the showroom, still under the lights, still perfect. But now, sometimes on Sunday mornings, there are 2 of us in it, father and son, driving, talking, building something that can't be bought or sold, building what Sarah wanted all along, a family.